Thank you so much for checking out this video, and if you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. Welcome back to my primer wars. Today is episode 4, and if you missed the previous episodes, I will link them down below for you. To catch you guys up, I'm testing out 10 drugstore primers for your oily skin. For each of these primers, I will be testing them out with my favorite liquid and my favorite loose powder foundation, and I'm gonna be doing an all-day wear test, and of course I'm gonna be testing out the touch-up process because for oily skin, the touch-up process can be a little bit tricky. So let's get into primer number 4, and that's gonna be the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base Face Primer. I don't know why I couldn't memorize that, but I couldn't. This primer is a silky, lightweight formula that glides onto the skin and minimizes the look of pores and fine lines. I tested this primer out for 3 days, and the first day is my first impressions with an all-day wear test with my favorite liquid foundation. So let's roll the tape. This feels really like moussey. It's like really bouncy. Okay, this is crazy thick. This better fill in my pores. This feels like heavy duty. This feels really slippery and it feels like it has some silicone in it. I don't mind, I just really hope that it's not like really slippery. This really, really mattified my skin and it feels so smooth. I really like it. I feel like it filled in my pores too. This looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna put on my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back with the rest of my makeup. I didn't do my eyes because I'm gonna film another video later for an eye look. So as I was taking off my setting powder off of my face, I did notice that there was some patchiness going on, which was my worry about the silicone primer. It is very slippery, so I was worried about my foundation moving around and not sticking, and it looks like that was the case. So I was able to fix it. I just kind of put some more makeup on top of it. I just contoured, which covered up like the patchiness, and then highlighted, and so that really kind of covered it. So everything looks okay. But yeah, that's really the only thing. So I think next time I'm just going to place setting powder on top of my primer and then put my foundation on, and hopefully that'll help like the slipping. But other than that, everything looks good. So let me show you guys a close-up. So it's looking pretty nice. Pretty smooth. It really filled in my pores. No complaints. So far, I think this looks really, really nice. But of course, the real test is how it holds up. So I'll be right back for a check-in. Here we are 10 hours later, and this foundation is still looking really, really good. I did touch up once and barely any oil came through, and I really didn't even have to touch up with translucent powder because everything was still in place. There were no cracking, no creasing, no separating, or like any of the weird foundation grouping that I get sometimes like around the chin area. Really weird. But anyway, it looks so nice. So let's go ahead and take a close-up. Foundation is still there, even on my nose. And yeah, it looks good on my forehead as well. I am really impressed with this primer so far. Here we are 10 hours later. Today I decided to put translucent powder on top of the primer and underneath the foundation because of the problems I was having yesterday, day 1, and I'm having the exact same problems. It is pretty much the exact same. The primer, I feel like it just shifted the foundation on my nose just a bit. I was able to kind of clean it up. I mean, you can still see it just a little bit, but really that was the only problem that I had, was just the primer shifting the foundation on the nose, nowhere else. And I think it was because of the swiping motions that I was doing with my brush to swipe off my baking powder. So I might be just a little too rough. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna handle my loose powder foundation tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna go well at all, because if I'm already having this problem now, and that's just my translucent powder that I'm using to bake underneath my eyes and a little bit on my nose, because you know, I have my glasses on and I want to make sure everything stays in place. So yeah, let's do a close-up. You can see everything looks great around the mouth area. I am having a little dryness, but that's because of the weather. And you can see right here, that's where I'm missing my foundation. That's because the foundation just kind of moved off my face. But that's really it. I mean, looking at everything else, it looks really nice. So now I'm just gonna test the loose powder foundation. Wish me luck. So for day 3, I did try it out with my favorite loose powder foundation, but as expected, it did not go well. As soon as I put on the foundation, my foundation just started to group up into balls literally all over my face. I tried to take a picture for you guys, but I could not find one that really showed the grouping of the foundation. Like, it was just horrible. But I expected that. I just wanted to try it out just in case, and there's just no reason filming an end of the day video for that, because the second I put it on, it was just horrible. So yeah. So in the clips, you definitely saw that the nose area was my problem area. I was having a hard time keeping the foundation on there. It just kept moving with every brush stroke, like taking off my setting powder. And there was just no way that I could get around that. Even today, I tried with my lightest hand movements, like no pressure at all, trying to take off the setting powder, and it didn't work. And I need to set my makeup. I need to, because I have crazy oily skin. So really that was the only problem that I had with it as far as the nose area goes. Oh, actually, I lied. I looked at myself today after putting on my makeup, and I noticed a little bit of grouping in this area. Barely anything, you can barely see it, but I feel like if we were in person close up, you would definitely see it doesn't really look that great. And I'm just really sad, because I really like the way the primer made my face feel. It was so soft, so smooth, and it blurred out my pores, it blurred out my wrinkles. So let me know down in the comments below, have you tried this primer? Let me know, how do you like it? How do you work with it? Let me know so that way I can try it again. If you like this video and this primer, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content, because I have about 6 more primers left to go, and I'm really excited to show you what's best for your oily skin. Thanks. Bye.